tell you the traffic that we're seeing is opening up right now. If he stays on the 10 freeway, when he gets over to the 110, it's going to really be backed up, but it does look like we are taking an off-ramp here. We'll get you that off-ramp in just a second. We're just passing La Brea. Oh, that's right, and that's the concern for California Highway Patrol. That little jaunt we just saw right there, was just the La Brea off-ramp. If you guys know that area, the people that, a lot of the listeners, I'm sure, drive by there, that's one of those ones where you can it's got that double off-ramp. You have to both directions, but it's also used as an on-ramp. So he just used that to get by a lot of that traffic. Speeding up right now, definitely leaving the Culver City area, definitely getting established into the mid-cities area. Eastbound 10 freeway, there's a little spot right here. It is opening up, that is for sure, but it does get really, really thick. That we're talking about the traffic that is here if we keep moving towards the 110. Now the vehicle, I heard them mention that it's actually registered to an address, I believe they said off of Rose, and that's going to be in the Venice area. So going away from the area where the vehicle is registered to, the original one, I'm hoping that our assignment desk can kind of clue us in on that. I know Mark's here tonight. Maybe he's going to be able to do something there. And, of course, we got a bunch of other talented people at our desk as well. Right now, though, speeds just a little faster than traffic. They're talking about 60 right now. And still moving eastbound on the 10 freeway. California Highway Patrol in pursuit. SUV, haven't seen it make contact or push its way through with any of the other vehicles this evening. That's good, but still, this is a pursuit. This person desperate to get away for law enforcement. Heavy traffic coming up. Exiting. Sorry. Tagging. Tagging in Venice, that's going to be a first for sure. We're on Adams right now. We're working our way westbound on Adams. He got off at Arlington, so we were getting very close to the 110 freeway. On Adams right now, heading back towards the Venice area. That would kind of jive with what we were hearing earlier on. They said they ran the plate and the vehicle was registered to an address off of Rose in the Venice area. So that's probably the area where he lives in right now, or she. We don't really know. Tagging is an everybody type of offense, I would guess. Unusual, that's for sure. California Highway Patrol is the one that's chasing them. They were on the freeways earlier on. Now that they're on the surface streets, they may hand this over to the LAPD, but I really doubt it, as they've been the ones in pursuit of this vehicle for basically the entire time. You can see that the California Highway Patrol moving up right there. That would have been a spot where, if it was possible, they could have done the pit. That was one of the reasons why I went a little bit wider there. But if these speeds keep up like this, they're not going to be able to do something like that. Adams right now, much better take than the 10 freeway. You can see how wide open it is. speeds, though, they are picking up again. That's not a good sign. We never want to see these things get too crazy, too fast. But right now, this person's still eluding the officers. We're making our way back out of the Mid-Cities area. We're going to be back in the Culver City area just in a few moments. Pursuit for a tagging suspect, that's definitely got to be a first. Using that center lane right there, looks like we possibly were running a red light. That's the first time I've seen him do that. So maybe getting a little bit more tense, maybe this person getting a little bit more desperate to get away, and that could create some more problems for the law enforcement. And of course, we're concerned about any of the people that may be just in the way if this thing comes to an end. Just past La Brea again. Whoa! Nope, no. Yeah. Yeah, hard. He was hard on the brakes right there, just past La Brea. Very hard on the brakes. He got jammed up, but you saw how aggressive that the California Highway Patrol is right behind it. This guy wants this thing to come to an end, and I'm sure he is, pit certified, meaning that he is able to do that maneuver that will spin out that truck if they has the chance and it is safe to do it. He basically, right after he locked up the brakes, he saw that opportunity, made that move, and I'm talking about the law enforcement, got up right there, but that Durango moved off quick enough. Wasn't contact. I don't think the vehicles touched each other at all, but definitely hard on the brakes right there, as there were some tense moments, or seconds there was, on Adams here. We were in the Mid-Cities area, definitely going to be getting into the Culver City area right now. La Cienega, the next major, if we haven't passed it yet, and that's going to get a little windy right there, so we're going to keep an eye on it, see where it goes. But right now, still on Adams, and you can see another large intersection, and luckily a green light. We're making that hard turn, and if we're not on Washington, we will be on Washington here in a second. Yeah, I would agree 100% with that. And right now, tagging was what we're hearing, and that's, I understand that possibly there might be something other than tagging involved. Here we go. Boop, there's a first touch, and look at this guy. He's really getting on the gas right there, trying to get away from the officers, really pushing that truck. We're on Venice Boulevard right now. We were eastbound, then a little bit west. Now we're going north. I got to grab the street here in just a second, but it's a La Cienega. That's what I heard them say right there. And it looks like if he's got traffic, that one officer is going to try to make that move. Here he goes again, just pushing it just a little bit. That officer from the California Highway Patrol got jammed up there. Another spot here in traffic. You can see that that truck, maybe not all the officers that do those pit maneuvers have to be certified. This guy's starting to get a little bit more aggressive now, really starting to go against traffic. Good stuff. Here we go, coming to a stop. And again, just got to wonder why he picked this spot right here. Maybe he just kind of came to his senses. Tagging. So the original want, some scary moments there. Now this person getting out of the vehicle. This is the first time we're going to see this guy, and take a look, and it's coming to an end. It seems to be peaceful. He seems to be a little aggressive still, angry about what's going on, but one tagger in custody after a pursuit that took us through the Mid-Cities and West LA areas. Right now he's basically just conforming to the officer's demands, getting down on the ground. We haven't seen the cuffs go on yet, but I'm sure that'll happen here in just a moment. Well, you always kind of wonder what, who these people are that are being chased. This time we knew who this person was, a tagger. Usually I personally would almost put that as more of an artistic type of person. Wouldn't peg him for somebody that would run from officers. Thank goodness nobody else was hurt in this. And like you said, amazing driving from the California Highway Patrol this evening. But in the end, this guy just comes to a stop. Perhaps he came to his senses after he realized how dangerous this was. Maybe when they started bumping the rear end of his car and he was losing control. Right now, though, one in custody. It seems that he's the only person in that car. This coming to an end, like you said, in the Pico-Robertson area. Crazy pursuit, and we saw a lot of traffic. Thank goodness, no civilians injured. I should have said it. And for my internet buddies, if you're still out there, it was quick. It was quick, a little tight there for a while. I was kind of shocked about the whole. I'm reading some of the comments on Twitter right now. I was kind of shocked when they say tagger. There's so many different types of tagging. Some of the tagging that we see is. I'll say it. I would even think it's artistic, not autistic, artistic. And it's, but sometimes, it's just scribble scrabble. I don't know what type of tagger this guy is, but it was unusual that he would run from officers, turning this into a pursuit for something that I don't, again, I'm not sure how many offenses he has. Maybe he's got other warrants, whatever. But if it was just straight out tagging, it was unusual that he would run. That Durango, he never made contact with any other vehicles. That was great in itself. In the end there, though, when they did that one pit maneuver, you saw that guy just really punch just hammer the gas. That one rear tire, that dogleg just spinning out as he was trying to get away. California Highway Patrol, these guys, they train for pits. They actually get it. I'm not sure if it's an actual certificate like you get when you graduate or do something cool at work, but they have to be pit certified. So maybe the one vehicle that was pit certified got jammed up and they had to allow him to get back over there. But in the end, this guy just pulled over. Where is it? It's on Cadillac. We are at, as I understand it, Cadillac just by La Cienega is where this thing finally came to an end. Peaceful as it could be. The tagger seemingly a little upset about being taken into custody, but thank goodness he's going into an officer's vehicle and not an ambulance, and or worse, huh? But right now, this thing finally coming to an end out here in the Pico-Robertson area, Cadillac and La Cienega. Tagger in custody. 9 Hotel Simon Desk on the 1. Hey there. Yeah. Is that a wrestler? Gabriel. Oh, it's an officer in there. I was like, What is going on? There's an officer. Yeah, I guess we can go back to base. That's something new I've seen too. Like California Highway Patrol, they'll take the suspect's vehicle afterwards and then take it someplace. They actually drive it themselves. Uh-oh. Everybody? Just follow him. Just follow him right now. Until I figure out what it is. I got my scanner. I don't care about them. No, back to base. Back to base. And if we're still on the way.